Are you losing potential clients without even realizing it? Most med spa owners think the problem is bad leads, but the truth is, it's your intake process that's holding you back. Now, there's a hidden reason why some med spas book more clients while others struggle. And what it really comes down to is how are you handling inquiries? So in this video, I'm breaking down the 4 biggest intake mistakes that are costing you money right now and how you can fix them fast. So keep watching so I can explain this to you in more detail. Okay, so the first thing as far as why you are losing leads from the very beginning is the wrong mindset. Now, when I talk about wrong mindset is that when people are getting leads, they think about, oh, this person was giving me a lot of hard questions, or they were just rough on the phone. But what the right type of mindset you need to have is that there's no such thing as a bad lead. Everyone that calls you is interested in some level. Now, maybe they don't have the financial means, maybe they don't know the price, maybe they don't know who you really are, but every lead that calls you is interested in some way. There's no way that someone would get on the phone, find your number, and call you if they didn't have any interest at all. So it really comes down to a mindset of whoever is answering the phone. They need to think about, this person is interested. How can I help them? What can I get them information on? How can I convince them that we are the right place for them to solve their problem, to get them the solution that they're looking for? So it's mindset. So if you want to test this, ask the people, ask your team who's answering the phone, ask them, hey, can you tell me about the last couple calls you get that were just really tough? Like people that called who were interested, but why they didn't end up coming in. How come you couldn't book them into a consultation, especially if you're offering free consultations? Why couldn't you book them into a free consultation? And just listen to their answers. That's going to give you a lot of clues about what's going on. They may say that, oh yeah, this person called, but they have no money and they're not interested. Or, oh yeah, this person called, but I told them about the services we offer, and then they said, oh, that's too expensive. I don't even want to come in. So you have to think about, what are the words they are saying? Are they giving you excuses, or are they saying that, oh yeah, man, I mean, this person called and like they're really interested in the service, but they didn't quite have the money for it. I told them our pricing, and they said, okay, thanks, like it's too expensive for me, and I missed that opportunity. Like I should have talked to them about our financing options. I should have saw if there was maybe something else we can offer them that can get them a similar result, was more within their budget. I just messed up on that lead. That is a great mindset for someone who's answering your phones, because they already are seeing that, oh, you know what, there's better ways to do this. Like, why did I lose this person? They were interested. Why did I lose them? So it's about mindset. If anything, I would actually have your team go through sales training, but mindset is the #1 thing they have to look at. It's the first one, wrong mindset. Number 2, not answering the calls. It sounds simple, but you would be surprised how many practices do not answer their phones. So make sure, and I would even audit this. It's like during your business hours, like if you're in the back somewhere, just call your office and see how are they answering? Are they not answering? Should they be answering? So it's important, because if someone's calling you, that's a golden opportunity. And if someone calls and you don't pick up, what are they going to do? They're going to hang up. They're going to call the next person. They're going to call your competition until they find someone who picks up the phone. So answering the calls is important. Now you may be thinking, hey Daniel, well, what if someone calls after hours? Now after hours, of course, there's some reasonability you have to have in there. If they're calling you at 10 p.m., they're not expecting you to pick up. So if someone leaves a message for you, you want to call them back right away. There's also systems out there that allow you to respond back, send a text message to somebody when they call you and you're not able to pick up. So you can try and get that conversation going. So you can use automation to help you with this. But if someone calls you after hours, you want to call them back the next morning, first thing in the morning. You don't want to let these calls just pile up or just not being answered. You have to get back to them. You have to answer the phone whenever physically possible. Next one, 3rd, relying on either bad answering service or a bad intake process. So let me break this down for you. Some practices may hire an answering company. So when people call, they have an outside service who's picking up these leads. Now, there's a little bit more common for after hours. So after you close up, you have a service that answers the phones for you. That's a good start. But you also want to listen to these calls and see what's going on. Are they even trained well to be able to answer these calls? Some are good, many are not. Also, the same thing for your own internal staff. How are they answering these calls? Are they doing it in a good way, in a friendly way, in a way that's encouraging people to take that next step and take that next action? So even for yourself, like you can secret shop yourself. Call your office, have your friends call your office, have your family call your office, and kind of pretend that they are interested in the service, but make it a little bit more difficult. Don't make it just easy. Oh yeah, I'm interested in this. Oh great, yeah, book me in. No, make it a little bit more interesting. Like make it a little bit tougher, give them a few objections and see how they handle it. Because a lot of times is that people that lose these leads, like the front desk, whoever's handling the leads, they lose leads because they're just not trained. They don't have the right intake process. They don't know what to say in certain situations. One question that your staff is going to get that I can guarantee you've lost tons and tons and tons and tons of money is the question, what do you charge for this? And the way that your team answers this, I guarantee you've lost money because of the way they are answering. Most of them just give the price and the person thinks in their mind that's too expensive or I can afford that. Most of the time they're gonna think, okay, that's too expensive. And they say, thank you, I'll call you back later. Which is just it's a nice way of them saying, okay, I'm not interested, or that's too much money, or I'm gonna go price shop you. So you need to make sure that your team is trained on how to respond to these questions. And what it really comes down to is you have to listen to their calls and see, okay, this person called, they're interested, why did they not get booked to a consultation? And you're always going to find the answer somewhere in that call. Maybe the person who answered the call is not asking the right questions, or maybe they gave the wrong answers, or they answered in the incorrect way, not in a way that encouraged people to want to book an appointment or feel that you were the best person to solve their problem. So fixing this is going to be critical, because I know you're losing money on this. If you're not losing money on it right now, you lost money on it in the past. So that's the third one. Last one is having no sales system. So when I mean no sales system is that you don't have a system to automatically follow up. You don't have any automation, text messages, emails, voicemails. You're not tracking it. You don't have a CRM system. Could you tell me all the people that called you this last week? Is there a place you can go in your office, you can pull up that information? If so, that's fantastic. You're already further along. But many practices don't have this. I was talking about earlier in this video also about automation. Like if someone calls you and you can't pick up, are you able to send them a text message right away automatically? This is where the automation comes in. You're trying to capture every single lead that comes in and take the most advantage of them. And this is especially important when people call and you call them back and they don't pick up. Almost all practices, if they call once, they don't pick up, they may call a second time. After that, they're not calling anymore. You need to be calling these people. Like this again goes back to mindset, is that no lead is a bad lead, but people are looking for a solution quickly. So calling the leads back and quickly and multiple times, that's the mindset, is that this person interested, I want to get this person into the practice. I'm going to call them multiple times. I'll call them, I'll text them, I'll email them, I'll leave them a voicemail, and I'll do it multiple times. Because until this person tells me that stop calling me, I know that they had some interest at some time, and I want to try and get them interested to come into my practice. So those are the 4 reasons why money is leaking out of your practice. It's because of your intake. So again, first one, wrong mindset. People answering your phone have the wrong mindset. They're not trying to find solutions to it. They just think about, this is all the problems I'm running into. These are the reasons that people don't want to buy from us. Number 2, not answering the calls. If someone's calling you and you don't pick up, they're going to go to the next person. You're losing money from here. Third one, relying on bad answering services or a bad answering intake process. This one, I guarantee you are losing money on. You lost money on it. You're probably losing money on it right now because this intake process is not correct. And the last one is going to be no sales system. You have no system to track all the leads that have come in. You don't know what's going on as far as automation. You don't have that to help your team to follow up. You don't know where people are in the sales pipeline, and you're just losing leads left and right because they're just being forgotten, and you have no way to track it. So if you're able to fix some of these, I can guarantee you are going to start making more money. You are going to start closing more people from the calls that are coming in. But you have to fix each and every single one of these. So hopefully that was helpful. If you need help with this or anything along these lines, there's a link below here. Click that, schedule a call with our team. We can walk you through this in more detail. But until then, wishing you the best of luck.